Roger, welcome back to Indian Wells. At the beginning of 2017, did you think you'd be coming to Indian Wells already with another Grand Slam victory under your belt? And how much has that affected your approach to 2017?
Yeah, no, I'm very surprised. I didn't think it was going to be like this, especially after missing Indian Wells last year, where things were really, I don't want to say bad, but they were just not ideal, having just had knee surgery and trying to get back. So, especially also when I took 6 months off at the end of the season last year, I thought I was going to come here, and this is still part of me getting back into the new year. Now here I am standing as the Australian Open champ of this year, and it feels great, of course.
And Roger, do you see any reason why you can't go on competing at the highest level in these big tournaments for the rest of this year and beyond after your win in Oz?
Well, I mean, definitely expectations have risen now, which is nice in a way, but at the same time I liked how I played in Australia. I'm totally free, nothing to lose. That was sort of new for me again after all these years, but I'll try to keep that same approach, and now I know how that felt, so I think it's going to serve me well throughout the year. Everything that happens from here on now is like a bonus, really, and I still feel I'm at the beginning stages of my comeback, even though I won the Australian Open. Yeah, and I think Masters 1000s are a different animal, really. They present different challenges. You don't always have 2 days off, so you also have to play back-to-back days, and you got to beat a lot of top 10 players to win the tournament. So I know it's going to be tough, maybe even tougher than a Grand Slam. But I'm here, I'm healthy, and I'm really looking forward to be back here.
And have you reassessed whatever specific goals you had for 2017 since Australia? Do you still have any specific goals for this season?
Yes, I mean, right now the focus is really on Indian Wells and Miami, and then we'll see what happens with the clay. But for the time being, I'm just really happy. I'm still playing on the hard courts. Similar style. I can play similar style tennis like I played in Australia, even though it plays slower. So you got to grind it out a bit more, play with more topspin, play with more angles. I'm looking forward to that because I haven't done that in almost a year. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, the goals for the year, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a lot about Wimbledon, a lot about the US Open, hopefully qualifying for the World Tour finals, finishing at least in the top 10, and then creating some milestones again as the year progresses, hopefully.
And obviously, four-time champion here. Do you have any specific favourite memories from those wins here in Indian Wells?
Yeah, I mean, I think I played a really good match against Rafa once here in the wind. Also, the first few matches that I won here in the finals were best of 5 sets in the finals. I remember those were cool. Against Leighton in the finals was fun. John Isner, that was a big one. And then I've had some really great matches also against Djokovic in recent years, where the crowd really got into it, that I thought were very cool as well.
And this tournament keeps changing every year. How much do you notice the changes from the player side and from the fans' perspective as well?
Well, I see a big change because Tommy Haas is a tournament director, so I'm very happy to see that. That's a big change. I used to play against him. Now he's deciding when I play on what court he's going to put me on. So I better be nice to him now, whereas before we could joke around all the time. No, kidding aside, it's nice to see him in the tournament. I think this tournament has really grown in stature as well for the players. We love coming here. I mean, it's perfect weather now again. More fans are coming. The tournament is putting on a better tournament than ever. So I think it's nice to see this happening, because there was a time where things were a bit uncertain here in Indian Wells if it was going to stay here or not. And now it seems like it's really cemented itself as one of the top Masters 1000 we have in the game.